Hello everyone. I'm going to start um, explaining and reading the messages. I have so many messages, or I should say conversations that I had with the Sentinels and the Guardians and other unseen helpers. And so it's just me alone doing it. And I also do it in Spanish, so I have to translate it. So it's a lot of work, and I would like you to get all the messages because every single message is amazing. It's just it shakes me. It just it's I don't even know how to put it into words, but I love it. I love these messages, and I would like to share with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to so we can go faster with this, and I can share more and more messages. Because at this point I have so many, it would take me a long time to share each one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video where I talk about it. I read it, and then in that area where there's more info, I will put the whole entire message there, the conversation I have with them. I will put it there. So if you can keep up with me, listening to me, or maybe some words maybe you don't understand them, or maybe the sound is not that good, my microphone. You can at least, get the message. You can read it, at the bottom of the more info, and I will put in there the entire conversation, right? So the next one that I'm going to do is, and I just posted one, is this last one I have, because I asked him about free will, right? Where's my free will? I noticed for a long time, maybe that I noticed, maybe in 2008, 2009, I started noticing that I had no free will. And yes, everybody talk about the free will. I didn't have free will. I couldn't do what I wanted, when I wanted, nothing. There's nothing, and I explain more about it in another video. Because in this one, I'm just going to give you an idea what is going to happen from now on. I mean, some of them I'm going to, if they're short, I'll do what I always do, which is read them and give you the subtitles. But in the ones that are longer, like this one is longer, I'm just going to do what I just told you that I'm going to do. So the next video is, and I'm going to read it, I asked them, which I just did one, I asked my essence, because they tell me my essence is observant, right? And I asked, if she's observant, why, I feel like I didn't have free will for a long time, and not to complain, I love it. Back then I didn't. Back then I felt like a blackish. What's going on with me? I wanted to have money, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and nothing. Especially money. Forget about it. No money. Except for some very nice people back in the days when I had my other channel that would they used to donate money to me, because it was a point where I had all these animals, cats and dogs, and I was losing my house. It was really bad, and so thank God to people that they donated to me. They were very nice. But so I used to, just I would question. What's going on? Is this a karma? Is this punishment? A blackish? I mean, I didn't believe in voodoo, but did somebody put a voodoo on me? Negativity? What the hell is it? I can't get money. I can't get and then I was feeling bad, and I don't know if it's stress. What the hell is it? And it really, that's the part that made me sick, is not understanding what was happening, you know. Because when you go against your essence, it's really bad. It's really bad. So I need to speak more about this. This is extremely important in the future when people come to watch these videos and they don't feel good, you know, especially the stiffness in their body. What's happening? It is very important, very, very important that people know this, because next year the energy is going to increase dramatically. And I know those waves, they knock you down if you're not ready. So I'm going to say, you know, talk more about this. So to go against your essence, you know, and that's what happened to me. I was fighting my essence. It was like because I wasn't relaxing. It's like I wanted to get a job, and I wanted, and I didn't give up looking for jobs. And everybody, they ignore me. They just ignore me. They didn't even say no. They just ignore me, and I never got a job, you know. And looking back, it was the best thing because I took care of my son. You know, I became his teacher. And then, you know, it went on about no money, and thinking, what the heck? Why I no money and my animals are suffering and all this? That's what made me sick. It wasn't my essence being very tight, you know. It was, you know, tight in the sense of no free will. It was because I didn't know what was happening. And I wanted you to know, if some of you are like that, because one of the things they told me is that I said, is this for everybody? And they say, no, not for everybody. Only you and people like you, you know. And they explained why I had no free will. Well, other people did have free will, right? And so maybe you're one of them. You know, if you feel like it's a black, like it goes to hell, everything, right? You could be one of them, you know. So, yes, I just I started to get sicker and sicker and sicker, and doctors couldn't find anything wrong with me. You know, I went to doctors, hospital. I didn't believe in doctor, but I ended up just living. That was my. It's funny because my son was smaller, but when he was younger, that was his outing, going to doctors and hospitals to see what was wrong with me. You know, he just lived in doctors with me, and nobody could find anything wrong with me. So. Anyway, so now all this just passed, and I learned so much, and it's beautiful, beautiful. Sentinels and the Guardians, they have helped me so much. But in helping me too, is helping you, because I'm sharing. You know, every conversation I have with them, there's so you can. It may not be for you the message, but you maybe is. You can relate to it. Maybe if you are like that too, maybe you're one of those people, no free will, right? And yes, again, the Sentinels and the Guardians said if you have any question for them, you can, you know, ask them. They'll answer it for you. I have other people that have asked them questions, many, you know, even many questions. So they you know, they'll answer any questions you have. Anyway, so I'll continue doing this, and at the end of the video, I mean not at the end, but in the more info, I will put in there the whole conversation, and that way I can move faster and sharing all the videos, or actually all the conversations I have with them. Anyway, have a wonderful day.